Hello and a very warm welcome. You watching India Today. I'm Gaurav Sawant. After a gap of 27 long years, the Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to form the next government in Delhi, and Rekha Gupta will be the BJP's chief minister. This is a multi-pronged offensive after the victory. So Rekha Gupta being chosen unanimously by the BJP to be the Chief Minister of Delhi sends out two very important signals, and we'll talk about it. One is all about women empowerment, and two is reaching out to the Vaishya community. And why is this community very important, or this vote section very important, not just in the national capital, but what's the bigger message and the challenges for the new BJP government in Delhi. All that and much more over the course of the next 1 hour. But first, as always, the headlines. Rekha Gupta will be the new Chief Minister of Delhi. Her name was proposed by Parvesh Verma and Vijender Gupta. She will take oath tomorrow at Delhi's historic Leela Maidan. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath hits out at the opposition for maligning the Mahakumbh. Yogi Adityanath accuses Akhilesh Yadav and Mamata Banerjee of spreading false propaganda against the Sanatan Dharma.
क्या सनातन धर्म का अनुयायी बनना या सनातन धर्म के किसी आयोजन को भव्यता के साथ करना क्या कोई अपराध है? और अगर अपराध है तो हमारी सरकार इस अपराध को कर रही है और आगे बढ़ेगी।
Massive outrage over Kalinga University student suicide. The Odisha government cracks the whip, sets up a probe panel. Moment when body was discovered by student caught on camera. San Francisco police rule OpenAI whistleblower Suchir Balaji's death was suicide. Police say Suchir Balaji shot himself, claim alcohol and narcotics found in his blood. Elon Musk's Tesla set to drive into India. Sources say Tesla officials to visit India in April. Maharashtra or Gujarat likely to be the manufacturing hub for Tesla automobiles. So the BJP has taken claim to form the next government in Delhi, and the new government is taking shape with Rekha Gupta set to be Delhi's chief minister. Rekha Gupta has taken claim to form the government. She's met Delhi's Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena with a number of MLAs, and of course Ravi Shankar Prasad was with her. The Delhi chief minister and MLAs take claim to form the government, and there is a grand oath-taking ceremony that's scheduled at the historic Leela Maidan that will take place around 12 noon on the 20th of February, because this is after a gap of 27 long years that the BJP will be forming a government in Delhi. And the choice of Rekha Gupta over Parvesh Verma, there are many signals that are being sent out. Incidentally, in 1998, when the BJP lost its government in Delhi, and the reason was spiraling onion prices that had that time reached 60 rupees per kilo, and there was nationwide outrage. That time Sushma Swaraj, she'd been brought in as chief minister because the thinking that time was perhaps woman power may arrest the decline. Sahib Singh Verma was then the chief minister, and Madan Lal Khurana before him. Now it's once again woman power that takes over on the 20th of February at 12 noon. Rekha Gupta was a part of student politics, initially a part of the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, had fought and won Delhi University Students' Union elections, first as secretary and then as president, was a part of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, was councillor, had fought mayor elections. She lost that. She's first time MLA, and being first time MLA from Shalimar Bagh, she's also been chosen and unanimously elected to be the leader of the legislature party and the chief minister of Delhi. We're getting her first reaction after being appointed the leader and meeting the Lieutenant Governor. Listen in.
धन्यवाद आदरणीय मोदी जी को, अपनी पार्टी के शीर्ष नेतृत्व को और दिल्ली की जनता को, जिन्होंने ये मौका 27 साल बाद दिल्ली में एक नया अध्याय जो शुरू हो रहा है उसकी जिम्मेवारी मेरे कंधों पे दी। और शायद ये पूरे देश की महिलाओं के लिए बहुत ही सम्मान की घड़ी है और देश की आधी आबादी आदरणीय मोदी जी का दिल की गहराई से धन्यवाद करती है। मैं आदरणीय मोदी जी का, पार्टी नेतृत्व का बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ कि उन्होंने ये जिम्मेवारी देकर के मुझ पे भरोसा जताया और मैं आज ये प्रण करती हूँ कि मेरा एक एक क्षण इस जिम्मेवारी को पूरा करने में लगेगा। सरकार बनाने के लिए हमने अपने प्रस्ताव आदरणीय एलजी महोदय को दिया है और जो भी उसमें फॉर्मेलिटीज़ है वो उनके ऑफिस से पूरी की जाएगी। एक एक कमिटमेंट जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने दिल्ली की जनता से की है, उन सभी कमिटमेंट्स को पूरा करना मेरे जीवन का लक्ष्य है और टाइम बाउंड तरीके से आदरणीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली सरकार काम करेगी और सभी विधायक टीम मोदी बन करके अपने इन सारे कमिटमेंट्स को पूरा करने के लिए लगेंगे।
आज मैं अपने दिल्ली के सारे विधायकों का बहुत सम्मान करना चाहता हूं। सर्वानुमति से, प्रेम भाव से और सद्भावना से रेखा गुप्ता जी का सर्वानुमति से निर्वाचन हुआ नेता के रूप में। प्रवेश वर्मा जी, विजेंद्र गुप्ता जी, सतीश उपाध्याय जी ने प्रस्ताव किया, तीनों वरिष्ठ नेता हैं। 9 लोगों ने उसको सेकंड किया और एक नए संकल्प के साथ दिल्ली के विकास का काम होगा।
So she's from Daulat Ram College in Delhi University, had fought Delhi University Students' Union elections, won as secretary 94-95, in 95, then fought Dusu president election, 97 she won that. But right now, lots of fest celebrations are taking place at her residence to be first time MLA and then Chief Minister of Delhi. I have Shivani Sharma joining me from Rekha Gupta's Shalimar Bagh residence, and I have Ashutosh Mishra who's joining us from the Delhi LG's residence. Shivani, to you first, has she reached home after the LG's residence? Friends, family, fans, tremendous excitement at her house?
Gaurav, she is not yet here. She will be arriving in some time. But as the name was announced, there was electrifying excitement in the air outside her residence. And you can see the celebrations continue. And all these people have gathered here to congratulate coming the Chief Minister, the 4th Chief Minister, 4th woman Chief Minister of Delhi. And all of them have placed high hopes in Rekha Gupta. They say that she will be doing whatever has been committed. Let's take a word from them. क्या बोलना चाहेंगे महिला मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता दिल्ली की कमान?
रेखा गुप्ता जी के लिए बहुत खुश है, उनका दिल से धन्यवाद करें कि वो पहली मुख्यमंत्री बनी और बहुत अच्छे से
ये हमारी रेखा जी
दुआएं भी कर रहे हैं।
उनका सम्मान है और पूरे दिल्ली के लिए शान है। हम बधाई
का दिन है, जैसा दिल्ली वाले चाहते थे वैसी मुख्यमंत्री मिली है। बहुत ही स्वच्छ छवि की और बहुत अच्छा, आप दिल्ली को साफ हवा, साफ पानी और क्राइम फ्री वातावरण मिलेगा।
Gaurav, you can see the music that's playing here. Dhol is being played out here, and this is happening here since last 1.5 hour when this was announced that Rekha Gupta will be the Chief Minister. And somebody here wants to sing.
छेड़ा दिलों ने खुश तराना, छेड़ा दिलों ने खुशी का तराना, मुबारक हो तुम रख, मुबारक मुबारक।
Gaurav, everybody wants to congratulate her. Everybody wants to say something to Rekha Gupta. People have come from different states also.
मैं ओडिशा से हूँ। हमारे शालीमार बाग में जितने भी उड़िया भाई बहने सबने बीजेपी को ही वोट दिया है।
So, so she will be the best CM in Delhi. That's what these people who have come here to support her are saying. And Rekha Gupta will be shortly here.
I'll come back to you the moment she's there. We've just got a reaction from Parvesh Verma, who was seen as the giant killer. He defeated Arvind Kejriwal from the New Delhi seat. Many thought he's likely to be the next Chief Minister of Delhi. His father was Chief Minister of Delhi. He's just taken to social media platform X to say hearty congratulations and best wishes to Srimati Rekha Gupta, MLA from Shalimar Bagh, on being elected the leader of the BJP Delhi Legislative Party. I have full faith that under the guidance of the respected Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the double-engine government of BJP will establish new dimensions of progress and development in Delhi. For the BJP, Nari Shaktikaran is not a slogan, but is determined by to fulfill women empowerment in the real sense. And Delhi getting a woman chief minister is proof of Modi ji's commitment towards upliftment of Nari Shakti and women empowerment. Unquote. I quickly want to bring in India Today's Ashutosh Verma, who's Ashutosh Mishra, who's standing by at the LG's residence. Ashutosh, this election was centered around Nari Shakti, whether it was the Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress or the BJP, they were all trying to reach out to the women voters, from promise of 2,100 rupees a month to BJP saying 2,500 rupees a month to Nari Sashakti-karan. And perhaps that could be one major reason, Ashutosh, why the BJP chose Rekha Gupta.
Could be also seen as a step forward towards the commitment that was passed in the parliament in form of the women reservation bill. Then now what truly women empowerment means simply to empower women also in a political spectrum, not only, at your house or in industries or in the commercial sector, but moreover also politically, being as a lawmaker and someone who also takes decision in terms of policy. So yes, indeed, a very significant messaging by the BJP as well. Subsequently, here the meeting right behind me at the LG House, the meeting which lasted for 45 minutes. Rekha Gupta was here to stake claim along with these two observers, the BJP in charge, several other, the Delhi BJP leaders and newly elected MLAs. So now, as she stakes claim, the proposal that will be sent to the MHA and then to the President, once the President signs the appointment letter of the Chief Minister, and what we are also hearing that probably it could be also the Council of Ministers that will also take over tomorrow. So all eyes will be at Delhi's Ramlila ground. A grand celebration has been planned at Ramlila ground. 12:35 is the auspicious time, and that's when the new Chief Minister of Delhi will take oath. Gaurav.
Stay with me. I'll come to both of you because this promises to be very interesting, especially as far as BJP and its voters are concerned, forming a government after 27 years. I also want to bring in our guests, Rashid Kidwai and Sanju Verma. Join me on the show. Rashid Kidwai is a political analyst, Sanju Verma of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sanju Verma, I want to begin by asking you the thinking within the BJP, why Rekha Gupta over Parvesh Verma?
Gaurav, I think your introduction was self-explanatory in more ways than one. But let me just say for the benefit of your audience that Rekha Gupta has been a 3-time councillor, as you said in your introductory clip. She's had tremendous administrative experience. She was the mayor of the South Delhi Municipal Corporation. You're aware she was the chairperson of the Women and Child Development Wing of the MCD. As you've yourself admitted, she's an old RSS hand. She was in 1997-98 the president of DUSU. So she's been a career politician for over 3.5 decades, if not more. And I think the big swing factors which played to her advantage: A, fresh face; B, non-controversial face; C, a woman; and most importantly, this time, for the first time in post-independent India, out of the 72.37 lakh people who voted in the Delhi Assembly elections, the women voter turnout surpassed the male voter turnout. The women voter turnout was 60.92%, whereas the male voter turnout was marginally lower at 60.21%. And the more important part is, Gaurav, that in terms of the women voter upswing that the BJP saw. Don't forget, on an average, we saw a 16%
yes.
uptick in the vote share that the BJP registered with respect to women voters. So I think this is our way. This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's payback time, way of saying thank you, way of expressing his gratitude to the Nari Shakti and the women voters of Delhi, and telling them a big thank you. And what better way to do it than to have a first-time MLA from Shalimar Bagh who defeated Vrinda,
Vandana, yes.
her Aam Aadmi Party counterpart by 29,595 votes. So I think, there's nothing that doesn't, there is no box that she does not tick. And I think she's an apt choice. I say, why not?
Okay, you say why not? Rashid Kidwai, is there more message than one that the BJP is trying to send out? Many say, apart from being a woman and BJP saying thank you to women voters, Arvind Kejriwal, was the Vaishya community, as many say, representative, and that's another box that Rekha Gupta, she ticks that box. How do you as an analyst view the choice of Rekha Gupta over Parvesh Verma and some of the other choices in the BJP's list?
Thank you, Gaurav. I think, Gaurav, it's not a day to criticize Rekha Verma or her candidature. We wish her good luck, and she may prove to be a very good, effective chief minister. But the emphasis on the Nari Shakti, Gaurav, is clearly an afterthought. It is, high on optics and very little on substance. The BJP, as we understand, has been in power at the center for past 11 years. It's over 20 states where the BJP or its allies are in power. We have seen for the first time a woman chief minister. We also know that women are 50%, and as go by my friend Sanju Verma's calculation, women voted, more than men. Then the BJP realized today that there is something as women power. So if it's not too late, the BJP must accommodate more and more people in not only as chief ministers, but in council of ministers, in the union cabinet, as well as in all levels of party hierarchy, rather than waiting for women reservation bill to become a reality and have that kind of women coming from the reserve category. So we would think much more on substantive. Women empowerment happens in real substantive term, not just as a level of slogan or just one person.
Okay, Sanju Verma wants to respond. She's smiling. An afterthought is what Rashid Kidwai says. Choosing Rekha Gupta to be chief minister and then saying this is all about Nari Shakti.
Okay, and I just want to correct Rashid on a lighter note. Instead of Rekha Gupta, he said Rekha Verma. So yes it's Rekha Gupta. But let me just say one thing. I want to reinforce one thing that Rashid has said. Today is not the day to sort of be petty and say, oh, will she deliver? She's just a first-time MLA. Imagine a first-time MLA also becoming the first-time chief minister of Delhi, no less. I mean, ये तो सिर्फ मोदी सरकार के तहत ही हो सकता है. That is why when we say मोदी है तो मुमकिन है, this is not a homily or a platitude, but this is an abiding work ethic. And I'll tell you what, Gaurav, please don't forget that Draupadi Murmu, our current president, she was the longest-serving governor of Jharkhand from 2015 to 2021. She's the first tribal woman president of India, and the second president, a woman at that, after Pratibha Patil. And before that, don't forget, beat Najma Heptullah, or for that matter, beat Baby Rani Maurya, who was made the governor of Uttarakhand, or Anusuya Uike, who was made the governor of Chhattisgarh, or for that matter, Tamilisai Soundarya-Rajan, who was made the governor of Telangana. BJP has empowered women, and the most important part is this. I am never going to get tired of repeating this. Be it Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, more than 67% beneficiaries of all flagship welfare schemes under the Modi government. These beneficiaries are the women folk, including the fact that out of our 1.57 lakh startups, Gaurav, I was surprised to know that more than 49% have at least one woman director on their board, and more than 53% have been founded by women in the last 10 years alone.
So it's interesting that Rashid Kidwai may believe that this is platitude and this is symbolism. You insist, Sanju Verma, that this is actual substance. But the challenges for Rekha Gupta lie ahead, and they are huge. One, the fact that BJP is returning to power in Delhi after a gap of 27 years, massive expectations to do what they've promised. Sheila Dikshit was seen as a very successful chief minister for 3 terms, 15 years. She was chief minister of Delhi. Whether it's development, infrastructure development, good roads, cleaning the Yamuna, clean air, pollution is a huge challenge. There is so much that she has to do. First time MLA from Shalimar Bagh, Rekha Gupta, was chosen over someone who was seen as a front runner, Parvesh Verma, who was seen as a giant slayer in terms of defeating the chief minister, former chief minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. But do keep in mind, New Delhi constituency sent 2 chief ministers. One was Sheila Dikshit and then Arvind Kejriwal. But even Shalimar Bagh now has the same, advantage or luck. It sent Sahib Singh Verma and it has now sent Rekha Gupta. Listen in.
Hailing from the Vaishya or traders community, the traditional vote bank of the BJP in Delhi, who have stayed with the party through thick and thin, Rekha Gupta was a strong contender in the race for Delhi Chief Minister right from the beginning. In the assembly elections, Rekha Gupta emerged as the winner from Shalimar Bagh, getting 68,200 votes, defeating Aam Aadmi Party's Vandana Kumari by a margin of 29,595 votes. A 3-time councillor from Shalimar Bagh block, Rekha was fielded by the BJP in the mayor election in 2023, but lost to Aam Aadmi Party's Shelley Oberoi. She is a member of the National Executive of the party and General Secretary of Delhi unit of the party. Rekha Gupta's political journey started with the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad during college days. She was elected the president of Delhi University Students' Union for 1996-97. She graduated from the Daulat Ram College in Delhi. Later, she took LLB from Chaudhry Charan Singh University in Meerut. In her election affidavit, Rekha Gupta declared assets worth more than 5 crore rupees and liabilities worth over 1 crore rupees. She has no criminal cases against her. Her background in student politics and status as a woman leader also worked for Rekha Gupta, as the BJP picked its first Delhi Chief Minister in 27 years. Nearly 2 weeks after the BJP registered a resounding victory, Delhi has got its 4th woman Chief Minister. Bureau Report, India Today.
So right now, the country has 2 women chief ministers, one in Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, and now Rekha Gupta for the BJP in the national capital. The oath-taking ceremony will take place at the Leela Maidan, and multiple stages have been set up there. The BJP is doing this in style. And why this massive pomp and show for Delhi, Sanju Verma? Is it because, the BJP is coming back to power after 27 long years, that there's so much that's being made out of, a small city-state, and many would argue a half chief minister?
At the expense of being trolled, I wouldn't call it pomp and show. I think the BJP always does things, on a grand scale. And I say, why not? Ordinarily, बनवास 14 सालों का होता है, but यहाँ तो BJP के लिए दिल्ली में 27 सालों का बनवास था. After a drought of 27 long years, we are going to be back in power. And as you rightly said, don't forget, Sushma Swaraj was barely there as the chief minister from 12th October 1998 to 3rd December 1998. Yes. She did not even complete full 3 months, and she came in at a time when circumstances were absolutely against her. So I would say, for want of a better phrase, this is sweet revenge. And, you asked whether we will deliver on our promises. 48 hours back, under the supervision of the Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena, the process of cleaning the Yamuna has already begun in the rightful earnest. So I don't think we are a party that will promise the moon, but when it comes to execution, we will not even build a flaky castle, which is what Arvind Kejriwal's politics was all about. I always say politics is not only about transparency, but about accountability. You cannot be enjoying the fruits of power. You can't be sitting in your, hot seat. गद्दी पर बैठने के बाद आप ये कहोगे, मेरे तो हाथ पांव बंधे हुए हैं, इसलिए मैं काम नहीं कर पा रहा.
Okay.
A bad workman always blames his tools. And that is what Kejriwal did.
Let
He
me
never
get
got along
Rashid.
with
Let me
Najib
get
Jang.
Rashid, Kidwai, to respond to that particular point, because the hostility that we saw between the Chief Minister's office and the Lieutenant Governor's office in the past 10 years, when we were reporting Sheila Dikshit as Chief Minister, for those 15 years, that hostility wasn't there. But these past 10 years, you think in the next 5 years that would be completely missing, Rashid Kidwai?
Hopefully, yes, Gaurav. I think that was a very unfortunate chapter of governance, that kind of total complete deadlock. But let's not forget, Gaurav, that it was the BJP that has gone back to its promise of full statehood of Delhi.
Yes.
And if you look at the 10 years back, the BJP manifesto, it was promising a full statehood. So that is a kind of inherent inbuilt weakness. Again, not a day to debate on that, but I think there will be a greater sort of functional relationship between the Lieutenant Governor as well as the new Chief Minister. But again, not a day to talk about it, but cleaning Yamuna, this kind of clean air quality in Delhi, it's easier said than done. Cosmetic things will not work. It requires sustained effort. Again, not appropriate to give, Beijing example, but it requires a lot of, multidisciplinary approach to, solve this kind of problems, or bring air pollution level under some kind of permissible limits.
No, those are huge challenges that she has, and I'm glad you raised that. And let's begin with it. Cleaning the Yamuna. Just symbolic steps will not work. She'll be judged, or the BJP will be judged on all the promises made. Delhi's electorate is very, very smart, Sanju Verma. Challenges are immense.
Gaurav, let me say one thing very categorically, that, when it comes to the Modi government, we have actually showcased that impossible is nothing. I don't think in my lifetime I ever anticipated that Article 370 will become history and will be abrogated. But lo behold, that is a pleasant reality today. I never thought that, we will be on the path towards implementing Uniform Civil Code. Uttarakhand, after Goa, is today one of the foremost states in doing so. I never thought that the CAA will become a pleasant reality, but it is one today. And we have our Hindu, Buddhist, Jain persecuted brothers and sisters from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, who are being given citizenship thanks to the amended CAA. So there is a lot that the Modi government has done, including, don't forget that, the basic sanitation penetration between 2004 and 2014 was 32%. Today, mostly large parts of India are open defecation free with more than 12 crore toilets. Our sanitation penetration is more than 98.7%. So I don't think anybody should be sitting here and waxing eloquent about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's willpower, because he has the willpower, he has a grand vision, but most importantly, he has the ability to execute that grand vision on the ground, and I think that is what makes all the difference.
On pollution and on air pollution, when everybody talks about making Delhi this real world-class city, you have Haryana is a BJP-ruled state, but often Punjab is blamed. That's an Aam Aadmi Party-ruled state. Rashid Kidwai, is that an apprehension? Uttar Pradesh is a BJP-ruled state. Haryana is a BJP-ruled state. Rajasthan is a BJP-ruled state. But will this AAP versus BJP fight ensure that there's a problem or lead to problems in cleaner air for Delhi, and especially around Diwali and Parali?
Yeah, I think, Gaurav, you raised a very pertinent issue, and that is where I think the governance model should be that people, all sort of elected representatives, whether they are from the BJP or from the opposition, they must be drawn into it. It takes two to tango. There is no point, particularly for a prime minister who's a third-time prime minister, a very successful prime minister, as Sanju Verma is saying, that nothing is, impossible. Then in that scheme of things, there is a need to build a kind of functional model with chief ministers and bring them and make them see reason, because ultimately it's been in past also when the Congress was there was many opposition states were there, so that model has worked. So additionally, we are known to be accommodative and see larger interests in mind. So I think that's also in Sanju Verma's scheme of things that should also be put in the category of not being impossible.
Okay, will the BJP now move towards full statehood for Delhi, give law and order, or at least parts of law and order, to the Delhi government now that there's a BJP government? Or will the BJP continue to oscillate kabhi haan, kabhi na, Sanju Verma?
Gaurav, that's a very tricky question. I was wondering why you've not, thrown a googly at me. I will just say, let me today, try and shove things under the carpet, though that's not my style normally. Let me just say that today we are still savoring the victory. We are looking forward to that massive inauguration at the Ram Leela grounds tomorrow. Statehood of Delhi, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I just want to tell Rashid Kidwai one thing, being a Mumbaikar, it was in 1961, Gaurav, that the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link project, which we also call today as Atal Setu, was envisioned by Pandit Nehru. Yes, you can accuse me of being obsessed with Pandit Nehru, but after 62 long years, can you imagine? It was finally brought to fruition in 2023 by the double-engine Modi Sarkar. Or for that matter, the Chenab Bridge, which was envisioned by Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 2002, completed by Narendra Modi in 2022. Okay. Or for that matter, the Dhola Sadia Bridge, started by the Congress in 2011, completed by the Modi government in 2017. So I can go on and on. For the longest time, Congress and the Samajwadi Party ruled Uttar Pradesh and could not build 600 kilometers worth of highways. And Yogi Adityanath in the last 8 years has built more than 1,547 kilometers worth of highways and expressways. So that is the kind of governance that we bring to the ground without just making a big hoo-ha about it, which is what the Congress and the opposition have
Rashid Kidwai, we are not, Sanju Verma usually doesn't duck a question, but this time she very cleverly did and then batted altogether on a different pitch. And she just took the, ball away there. On full statehood, this would be very tricky for the Bharatiya Janata Party. They have a double engine for Delhi's growth. Do they require Delhi to be full statehood, or they'll follow some kind of a New York pattern, which they can, that VVIP security remains with the center, some law and order responsibilities can be given to Delhi, or ensure that no policing is given to the Delhi government, it remains the way it is?
Gaurav, I think a lot of thought has gone into this, that aspect of full statehood and not to give full statehood. I think the BJP is, at present day, the leadership, top leadership is very clear. No full statehood, no police powers to Delhi. They don't want to take a chance, not, at present when there is double engine ki sarkar, but in the time to come. So this is a kind of well thought out, decision. I don't think there is going to be any reversal of that or revival of full statehood or giving any police powers to the city government that exists in the form today.
And before I bring in Sanju Verma, roads in Delhi are in a bad shape, and in many parts of Delhi. Garbage, clearance is a nightmare in many parts of Delhi. You live there. Many of our viewers live in the national capital. With Nitin Gadkari, congratulating Rekha Gupta and now having the same BJP government. So Public Works Department, Central Public Works Department, Cantonment Board, the various kinds of authorities that you have in the national capital, they'll work completely in sync? Or do you think that MCD could still be tricky? First Rashid Kidwai and then Sanju Verma.
Yeah. So MCD is, again, not a day to say all these things. MCD is very tricky. I think one of the reasons that Arvind Kejriwal lost, because the moment they got, some power in MCD, it was the non-performance of MCD. Because remember, Delhiites cannot make that kind of distinctive, difference between what comes in the domain of MCD and what comes in the domain of MLA and of course the federal government. So in that scheme of things, I think it will take a lot of efforts to revive MCD. I would want to be very optimistic, but it is not. So there will be, something. The BJP is very good at, having a riverfront, having some kind of, recreational things and all that will look very good and very nice. But that may not solve that sort of, endemic problem as they exist relating to either cleaning of Yamuna or, clean air in Delhi.
Cleaning of Yamuna is something that, frankly, considering we are a civilization that worships rivers as mother, Ma Ganga, Ma Yamuna, Ma Saraswati, everyone's talking about Prayagraj and the Mahakumbh. That should be a massive, priority, Sanju Verma. But apart from that, the endemic problems that Rashid Kidwai raises, garbage clearance, bad roads, that could well even be the BJP's Achilles heel.
You know, Gaurav, I am so happy that, Rashid Kidwai and even you're holding BJP to high standards of accountability. Because I have been doing a zillion debates in the run up to the Delhi Assembly elections. And at that time, instead of questions being asked of the Aam Aadmi Party spokespersons, questions were asked of the BJP. Oh, Sanju Verma, why is it that the BJP is not able to get along with Arvind Kejriwal? Oh, why is it that the BJP is not able to get along with Atishi? Why is it that you guys have taken it upon yourself to make life miserable for the Aam Aadmi Party? You guys should be working in the larger interests of Delhiites. I just want to say this. Currently in the MCD, Gaurav, after the 3 defections that happened a couple of days back, Aam Aadmi Party councillors moving to the BJP. In the MCD today, the BJP has 116 members, the Aam Aadmi Party has 114, and the Congress has 8. So the first point I want to make is the BJP has the numbers, because numbers are very important to effect change. The second point I want to make is that while law and order has always been under the aegis of the Union Home Ministry, and nothing is going to change on that count, as Rashid Kidwai also reiterated, I will go so far as saying, be it PWD, water, sanitation, health, finance, planning, general administration, social welfare, all these departments for the longest time, as per the Delhi Administration Act of 1966, have been under the ambit of successive chief ministers, and now the onus falls on Rekha Gupta to deliver, and I'm sure she will.
Absolutely.
She will not be another Kejriwal who will find excuses to blame the tools.
So what would be very interesting, and since Arvind Kejriwal has lost elections in Delhi, the leader of opposition could well be a woman, Rashid Kidwai. You could well see Atishi as leader of opposition, so a woman chief minister. Okay, let's listen in. Ravi Shankar Prasad is reacting. Let's listen in.
जेंडर इक्विटी और जेंडर डेवलपमेंट का बहुत मेरी प्रतिबद्धता है. तो आज रेखा जी बनी है मुख्यमंत्री, और बहुत ही सद्भावनापूर्ण माहौल में आज मैं आपके सामने हूं. तो मैं अपनी बीजेपी के सारे विधायकों का बहुत हृदय से सम्मान करता हूं कि जब सारी बातचीत हुई सब बिल्कुल स्वीकार कर लिए, चाहे वो प्रवेश वर्मा हो, चाहे वो विजेंद्र गुप्ता हो, सतीश उपाध्याय हो, 9 विधायक हो, सबों ने बहुत प्रेम से प्रस्तावित और समर्थन किया.
क्योंकि बहुत सारे ऐसे विधायक थे, आप सही कह रहे हैं, क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम विधायक 28 रहे. रेखा जी स्वयं फर्स्ट टाइम विधायक हैं. 2 बार वो विधानसभा का चुनाव यहाँ पर लड़ी, वो जीत नहीं पाई. हालांकि पार्षद के स्तर पर उनका अनुभव रहा है, दूसू छात्र नेता रही हैं, तो दिल्ली को भी अच्छे से समझती हैं. लेकिन जो पुराने विधायक थे, जो कई बार जीत कर आ रहे हैं, जो तब भी जीते जब बीजेपी नहीं जीत पा रही थी, क्या उनके मन में नहीं था कि हम भी मुख्यमंत्री बने?
देखिए, ये अपेक्षा होना अस्वाभाविक नहीं है, बट यही तो बीजेपी है ना. पार्टी के प्रति अनुशासन, पार्टी के प्रति समर्पण. और देखिए श्वेता, ये जीत नरेंद्र मोदी के नाम पर हुई है. और मैं तो देख रहा था जैसे उन्होंने अपील किया कि 10 साल आप चले उनके साथ, एक बार तो मेरे साथ चलिए, देखिए हम दिल्ली का क्या विकास करते हैं. ये बात लोगों के बिल्कुल गई, और मैं दिल्ली के विकास की गारंटी लेता हूं. अब देखिए, यमुना की सफाई शुरू हो गई, अभी सरकार नहीं आई है, तो सड़कें बनने वाली हैं, तो दिल्ली को चमका देंगे. और दिल्ली के विकास की जब ली है गारंटी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, तो दिल्ली कैपिटल है ना, तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. मैंने वही रेखा जी को कहा, हम लोग साथ जा रहे थे एलजी के यहाँ, कि आपके ऊपर बहुत बड़ी दायित्व आया है, जिम्मेदारी आई है, करिए, सशक्त महिला योग्य मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में काम करिए. हम लोग सब आपके साथ खड़े रहेंगे, पार्टी खड़ी है. और एक जो मैं आपसे कहूंगा कि दिल्ली को विकसित बनाना है, ये तड़प हमारे सारे कार्यकर्ताओं की है. और ये मैं देख रहा हूं कि कई लोग जो बीजेपी के पक्ष में नहीं थे, सबों ने कहा प्रधानमंत्री के अपील में हमने विश्वास किया है कि एक बार हम लोग भी उनके साथ चलें दिल्ली के विकास के लिए. ये बहुत बड़ी बात है.
रविशंकर जी, बहुत लोगों को ना बहुत इस चीज को लेकर, आप लोगों के चयन प्रक्रिया को लेकर बड़ी जिज्ञासा होती है. अब मैं बिना किसी विवाद के ये चीज पूछ रही हूँ आपसे कि बहुत सारे मुख्यमंत्री जब बन जाते हैं तो वो बोलते हैं कि हमें तो पता ही नहीं चला, हम तो प्रथम पंक्ति में बैठे भी नहीं थे, ये भी प्रथम पंक्ति में नहीं थी, दूसरी पंक्ति में बैठी थी. उनको एहसास तो रहा होगा ना, उनको तो बता दिया होगा इससे पहले कि बन रही हो तुम सीएम.
नहीं, यही तो है कि एक साधारण कार्यकर्ता को हम बना सकते हैं मुख्यमंत्री.
उनका रिएक्शन क्या रहा?
वो भावुक थी जब उनके नाम की घोषणा हुई और वरिष्ठ लोगों ने की, तो मैं उनके चेहरे को पढ़ रहा था. लेकिन जो मैं फिर रिपीट करूंगा कि मैं भी पार्टी का एक कार्यकर्ता हूं. आई फेल्ट वेरी प्राउड ऑफ माई पार्टी टुडे कि कितने सद्भाव और प्रेम के माहौल में निर्णय होते हैं. ये मेरे लिए, वैसे दिल्ली कठिन प्रदेश है, 27 साल के बाद जीत हुई है, सबों की अपेक्षा ही रही श्वेता, लेकिन सबों ने बड़े प्रेम भाव से फैसला किया, सब साथ भी गए एलजी के यहाँ, तो अच्छा लगा. यही बीजेपी है जो बाकी से अलग है.
मैंने देखा कि बहुत सारे विधायक निकल रहे थे, जो जाहिर है कि एक ही पद है, और बहुत सारे विधायक हैं जिनके नाम चल रहे थे, वो भी आके उनका लग रहा था जैसे खुशी फूट रही है, तो वो बड़ी खुशी थी. लेकिन इसीलिए दूसरी चीज जो मैं आपसे जानना चाहती थी, जो मुझे उत्सुकता है ये जानने की, कि ये निर्णय कितना विधायकों का था, और क्योंकि पहले से छोटे छोटे समूहों से मुलाकात हो रही थी आपके वरिष्ठ नेताओं से, कितना विधायकों का था, कितना आपके शीर्ष नेतृत्व का था, क्या?
इसको आप अनुपात में मत बांटिए. हमारे बीजेपी के एक कार्यकर्ता दिल्ली के इस बात को समझते हैं कि दिल्ली की जनता ने नरेंद्र मोदी के ऊपर विश्वास किया है. इसको स्वीकारना चाहिए. हरियाणा के कार्यकर्ता, महाराष्ट्र के कार्यकर्ता, वहां की जनता की, और इस बात को समझिए आप कि लोकसभा में थोड़ा संतोषजनक कम जो रिजल्ट आया, क्या क्या बोल रहे थे, तो प्रदेश की जनता ने जिताया. हरियाणा में 14 से बड़ी जीत दे दी, जिताया. महाराष्ट्र में 71 में जो कांग्रेस को बहुमत आया था, वो बहुमत दिया है एनडीए को, और बाकी तो यहाँ ये नियरली 2/3 मेजोरिटी है ना, 70 में 48. तो इस बात को समझिए कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी के काम पर देश को भरोसा है, और इस बार दिल्ली की जनता ने नरेंद्र मोदी की इस अपील को पूरा स्वीकार किया है कि एक बार मेरे साथ चलो ना, देखो हम क्या करते हैं. 10 साल तो उनके साथ रहे आप, इसका बहुत असर पड़ा है. और बाकी जो मिडिल क्लास पूरा टर्न किया, चेंज किया, जो इनकम टैक्स का स्लैब आया, तो ये सब. अब देखिए हमारी सड़क क्यों खराब है, हमारे नाले का पानी क्यों नहीं निकलता, गंगा क्यों मैली, यमुना क्यों मैली है, ये सवाल बहुत लाजिमी है. और मैं फिर कहूंगा, दिल्ली कोई छोटा शहर नहीं है, दिल्ली कैपिटल सिटी है. तो लोग देखते हैं आजकल तो टीवी में आप सब कुछ दिखा देती हैं. तो ये जो विकास की भूख है, प्लस राष्ट्रवाद है, सांस्कृतिक राष्ट्रवाद है, वो तो ही है. तो ये इस बात को स्वीकार, इसलिए नरेंद्र मोदी जी का निर्णय अगर कुछ है, पार्टी का निर्णय है, तो दिल्ली की जनता ने वोट दिया है, तो ठीक है भाई, जिसको मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद है, पार्टी का आशीर्वाद है, उसके साथ चलेंगे. ये कुल मिला के सोच है.
वैसे तो जो
Very interesting information coming in. 6 ministers, we are told, will take oath along with the Chief Minister. Parvesh Verma will also be taking oath as a minister, we are told, and he's the Jat face. Manjinder Singh Sirsa will be taking oath, he's the Sikh face. Ravindra Raj will be taking oath, he's the Dalit face. Kapil Mishra is the Purvanchal Brahman face of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Ashish Sood will be taking oath, is the Punjabi face, and of course Pankaj Singh will take oath, that's the Purvanchal Thakur face. That's the information that we are getting right now. So Kumar Kunal now joins us for more on this. Kunal, very carefully chosen by the Bharatiya Janata Party, the ministers who will take oath, the thinking, and will there be a deputy chief minister, Kunal?
See, Gaurav, what we are learning that there won't be any deputy chief minister, but there will be 6 ministers, and those ministers will take oath tomorrow along with Rekha Gupta as the chief minister. The names are quite obvious names like Parvesh Verma, Manjinder Singh Sirsa, Ashish Sood, even Kapil Mishra and Pankaj Singh. And these names were in discussion even today, and almost they have been finalized. The sources have confirmed that these will be the 6 ministers who will take oath tomorrow at Leela Maidan along with Rekha Gupta. So a carefully balanced caste equation has also been kept in the mind, at the same time, even representation for different locality and community have also been given. So the main focus was to keep balance among different Lok Sabha constituencies in Delhi and even the caste equations.
Very interesting. You should mention that. Rashid Kidwai, any surprises here? Parvesh Verma, we knew if not the Chief Minister, he would be in the cabinet. Okay, we'll try and reestablish that link with Rashid Kidwai in just a moment. So Parvesh Verma, Kunal, we knew he would be there. Ashish Sood again was seen as someone who could have been the chief ministerial face. Many argued he was also in the race. Manjinder Singh Sirsa, an effort to reach out, to the Sikh votes, and that's quite a big thing for the BJP. The kind of support they've got from the Sikhs this time. Kunal.
Exactly. Parvesh Singh Verma was earlier MP and he is the Jat face of the party. At the same time, Manjinder Singh Sirsa is the Sikh face. He joined BJP after quitting Akali Dal, and he was also quite active with the not just the Akali politics but even the Gurudwara politics in Delhi, and he was seen as a very close confidant of many senior leaders in BJP. At the same time, Ashish Sood, he has come from the ranks of the MCD. He has worked quite tirelessly with the organization in Delhi, so he was being awarded for those works. At the same time, Kapil Mishra, he was earlier with BJP, then he quit BJP, he joined Aam Aadmi Party. His mother was mayor from East Delhi, so he's a quite aggressive face. Even Kapil Mishra was given a reward to say bye-bye to Arvind Kejriwal and joining the ranks of BJP. And at the same time, Pankaj Singh is a surprise candidate who is a Rajput by caste, and he belongs, he comes from the outer Delhi. He is also a Purvanchali. So there some caste equations have been kept in the mind. So one Dalit face from East Delhi, Ravindra, he has also been given a place in the cabinet, which is the likely cabinet, although the list has not come out officially in public.
Yes.
But what we are learning that these are the 6 names which are in all likelihood will get a place in Rekha Gupta's cabinet.
Very interesting choices, almost all of them, several names that we knew about, but 2 faces from the Purvanchal, one a Thakur, one a Brahman. So BJP also keeps future elections in mind, Sanju Verma. But what's extremely interesting here is Parvesh Verma, who perhaps many thought as giant slayer, somebody who defeated Arvind Kejriwal, could be the chief minister. What, in your appreciation, went against him, and will it be difficult for Rekha Gupta, first-time MLA, to lead a team which has such experienced faces and names?
Gaurav, first and foremost, I want to say one thing very categorically. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas, I have seen the opposition and a debilitated opposition mocking the Prime Minister, saying, "Arey, ye to purana jumla ho chuka hai." This is not about jumla politics. Let's be very clear that if you look at the Delhi election results, and I've seen this on your shows so often, the BJP actually won 3 out of 4 Sikh-dominated seats, which is a strike rate of 75%. In areas like Harinagar and Janakpuri, with Punjabi voters exceeding 10%, we captured, on an average 23 out of 28 seats, which is a strike rate of 82%. We also performed well among the Gujjar voters, capturing 2 out of 5 seats. Then you look at, the Jat voters. Here we won 11 out of 13 seats, which is again a strike rate of more than 84%. Among Valmiki voters, we won 4 out of 9 seats and 6 out of 12 among Jata voters. Why am I giving out these numbers? These numbers are simply to tell your audience, be it Jat voters, Sikh voters, Punjabi voters, Jata voters, or even seats with dominant slum dweller population. There we won 4 out of 7 seats. So basically BJP made its presence felt across socio-economic groups.
BJP's made its presence felt. Now the BJP has to deliver on the promises made. And Sanju Verma, many thanks for joining me. We will hold BJP's feet to fire on delivery of the promises. Many thanks for joining me. The national capital all set and all decked up for the oath-taking ceremony. And the BJP is actually pulling no stops to make it a grand event at 12 noon at the Leela Maidan. After all, a BJP chief minister after 27 years, cabinet ministers will also take oath. The observers meeting finalize the name of the chief minister. Preparations are on in full swing at the Leela Maidan. Last minute preparations. We get you more in this report.
BJP is all set for its grand return in the national capital after 27 years. The BJP office is decked up and is donning a festive look. The historic Leela Maidan is ready for the historic oath of Delhi's new chief minister. Preparations for oath-taking ceremony are in full swing in Delhi.
There are special preparations which have been made in place for bringing in women in large numbers. Along with that, you will have the dharm gurus, priests, pujari, granthis will be there in special enclosures. It will be also declaration of a political change in the national capital.
Chief Minister and the entire cabinet will take oath on February 20 at a gala ceremony. Attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, among other dignitaries. India Today exclusively accessed seating arrangements for Chief Minister oath ceremony. Arrangements have been made for over 30,000 Delhiites at Leela Maidan. 3 stages have been built for the attendees. Apart from Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah, slum dwellers, farmers and gig workers will be starting guests. Invitations have also been extended to key religious figures, industrialists and celebrities. But several BJP chief ministers are set to give oath ceremony a miss. Sources say Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupender Bhai Patel, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu will miss the gala event due to prior engagements. Large hoardings have been set up across Delhi to welcome the new BJP government. With Amit Bharadwaj and Piyush Mishra in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
We will be reporting on this big story from the Leela Maidan, but that is all I have for you on this special broadcast. Many thanks for watching. News and updates continue on India Today. Stay tuned.